Pack, Set, Go. Traveling Podcast presents Travel Star Tuesdays. Welcome, people. You know what it is. It's the Lifestyle Brothers. With your favorite time of the day, your favorite show of the week, Travel Star Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday, we bring you a new guest, someone that's like-minded, just like us, that likes to travel. I'm sorry, that loves to travel.
Did much us. Better.
Yeah,
much
loves,
better.
Loves.
Watch your mouth.
L-O-V-E.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, homie.
She's a travel superstar. Well, not only on Tuesdays, but every day. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We had to find you. It's so hard to get you actually to do this because the scheduling is so crazy. Because we're on the East Coast and you're on the West Coast, so the time difference is kind of crazy right now. But we appreciate you for waking up early or going to bed late or whatever it is that you do. You're a night owl like us. Night flight.
I like to travel different time zones, so it all works out anyway. Woo! I'm used to being up.
Talk that talk.
Talking already.
I can be up any time zone. Just let me know.
Any time zones. Red eye, black eye, pink eye, any type of eyes you need.
All of them.
Wow, well.
True.
Well, before we get deep into, I didn't mean to cut you off, my brother, but before we get deep to, you know what I'm saying, I want to put this out there for the people, just in case they have questions they want to ask you later. They may have a comment to say, hey, Michelle, I want to know about this. Where can they find you at? Are you on social media?
I am. I have Instagram, I think is where I'm most active, which is the mnwilkes@hotmail.com. And I do also work on a YouTube channel, but like I said, to reach me, it probably would be better to Instagram. Both is Michelle Wilkes. You should be able to find me under my name.
Okay.
Yep.
I always like to put that out there first, just so the people can find you. You may have an amazing question. You may inspire somebody that you don't realize that, because my bro and I, we try to inspire the unlikely traveler. So you never know who it is.
That's actually our motto.
Okay.
It is. We have a motto. We have a mantra. It's not even. I'm blushing, right? We have a motto and a mantra. We have M&Ms.
Make one. Okay.
Yeah, you need one.
Well, see, now it's M&M because Michelle.
Yeah.
You know.
Mr. Smalls and mantra. Yes, our mantra. We inspire the unlikely traveler to see the world. But you're inspiring us to see more of the world because you've been to a lot of countries. Really? Really?
I've been following you too. So I mean, I guess we've been following each other on the low.
It just synergy. Look, see, it's like this.
Boom. Tag your Rick.
Exactly.
Tag your Rick.
That's true.
Where have you been to last? Like, what was your last trip before all this crazy world order stuff?
Usually I make my best trip of the year my birthday. So my birthday was in March 8th.
Happy belated birthday, Pisces.
Exactly.
I want to tell you something it might shock you. Okay, this is not even staged.
But go ahead.
Guess whose birthday is also March 8th?
Yours.
Who told you? Smalls, you told her?
I didn't tell her. I was going to chime in and say
Google is.
You know, Pisces, we're into it. We have very good intuition. Okay,
that's crazy. We're born the same day, different years, I'm sure. Because I'm old.
I'm not that young. I'll say that.
Okay. Well, we age gracefully.
True.
I do a little Noxzema, a little overlay, rub it together.
Well, I actually do my own products. I have my own little line of products. Yeah. So I'm into the natural skincare. Yeah.
What can you offer me to keep my skin? Yeah.
You send me your P.O. box. I'll send you some stuff. I have facial oils. I have body butters. I'm working on a new soap right now. But yeah.
Really? Nice. Black soap or just any type of?
Mr. Small, I'm actually trying to put together a good beard care too.
Really? I mean,
yours look pretty good already, but you know.
Go and relax. You can't grow a beard. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Do you have any shea butter?
Yeah, that's what I use. That's my main product. Like I said, I believe in all natural products. So I use a lot of essential oils, the shea butters, the cocoa, coconut, and all like the lavender, sandalwood. Some of the essential oils you probably haven't even heard of.
You have to send me like a list or a price sheet or something type of sheet.
Oh, I got you. Just send me a P.O. box. I'll set you up.
Please set the whole world up. We're listening. Everybody's, it's not just me. There's millions of people listening to this podcast. It's not just us listening. It's not two people in the podcast.
It's about
20 million.
Yeah, no,
and
see,
growing.
I like to inspire about beauty and health. I like to combine that to, make it just a healthy beauty, not just, a lot of the things we do now with all the chemicals and all the treatments we do that's not as safe. It's not good, especially for our people. We've been dealing with that a long time. So,
And must I say, your skin is looking very refreshing.
I'm probably like shining right now.
Yeah, you are glowing. No, you're glowing. You're glowing. You're glowing.
It's a difference. Glowing.
So, yeah.
Okay.
The way the light hit the ice, it just twinkle and glisten.
Oh.
I apologize for that shameless plug of his, but Miss Michelle,
I heard it before, but yes.
Let me get to the nitty-gritty of it. Let's start off first with this. No exact number. Just give me a guesstimation of how many countries have you visited?
Ooh, that's hard to say. Let me count.
Guesstimation. No. Just give me a guesstimation. No top. See,
now you got me thinking hard because I'm like cities, countries, continents. I gotta decide what they are, So, but I would say 3, maybe 7, but within those countries, different areas.
Yeah, I see you jumped around. You was in the Dead Sea in Israel. You jumped around different locations.
Yeah, we were talking about my birthday trip. So my birthday trip this year, I actually almost was stuck in Morocco. So that was an adventure. The whole trip was good. Initially started, it was supposed to be, I go to Rome and Venice, but they were kind of starting to be the hot spots. So I said, let me not do that. So I switched it. We ended up doing London, Israel. It was like a last minute switch. Then we ended up in Cairo, Morocco, and the trip was supposed to go to Brazil, then back home. But because COVID hit and your president was like, "Oh, we're gonna lock you out the country," I was like, "Okay, let me get on." First, no, wait, let me. First, I was like, "He can't do that," and then next, I'm like, "Wait a minute, let me get my butt back in the country because that man crazy." Let me go get back in the country. So it was really tough though. We bought like 3 probably $1,000 tickets that were canceled back to back to back, which I probably didn't get the last ticket until June, the refund for it. But it was definitely an adventure that I don't want to encounter again. But that was my last trip, major trip. And that's why after that, I sat down for a little bit. But then I started kind of traveling inside the country a little more because usually I like to do international. But I was like, let me go start adventuring a little bit in the States a little bit more. So that's what I've been doing since March. But I'm ready to go again.
Okay. Well, now being I know you on the left coast, are you in Northern or Southern California?
Well, they consider it north, but I look at it geographically as central because I'm in Bay Area, but it's considered North Cali.
Well, yeah, for my west side people, that's considered the north.
Yeah.
You in the Bay, or as they say, the Yay area. But yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now have you ever taken the drive down to Southern Cal and driven the coastline, going to like San Diego, Long Beach?
Did a San Diego trip for the first time. Now I've been to LA several times. I've driven down there, but I just did San Diego for Halloween, which I will do a little video on that. I probably have some pictures online. It was my Halloween costumes. We were there for San Diego. That was really nice. That's pretty much my favorite part of California so far now.
Well, shout out to Chula Vista. Shout out to all my homies in Chula Vista. Shout out to Diego. Always a good time. It's sad. It's sad that you went where a lot of the borders were closed because a lot of people would go to San Diego and they dumped the TJs. Well, Tijuana, but they dumped the TJs, which is I used to always do.
Yeah.
Regularly out there. It was easy. Go across the border, have a good time in Mexico, come right back later on that night or in the morning. But you still got the experience though, because San Diego is definitely a different atmosphere versus the Bay Area versus LA. It's a whole different vibe, a whole different scene. I'm glad you got to experience it.
Yeah, more my vibe, more my type of vibe. I mean, I like the Bay. I've had fun in the Bay. I started in Sacramento, so I stayed there a few years. It was different from actually the Bay, but I must say LA, it's like a hit or miss for me. I have fun, but it's not too much my speed. I go in and out and do well there. But San Diego, really, I'm ready to go back already. I may even think about transferring, living there because I really liked it.
Nice. Now I have to ask you. So now I can feel that you have a true, genuine love for travel. It's not a force. It's not a fallacy.
No,
so what initially sparked your love for travel?
I think it's always been in me. Like I said, I was born in Mississippi, and my parents really didn't believe in traveling a lot, actually. And to watch TV, and I used to just pretty much make believe, like I'm going here, going there. I think it may have even started with National Geographic. I watched that a lot, and my father even purchased the books for me. And I used to just flip through those books and just was like, I'm going there, I'm going there. Like it was a thing, and it was an itch that always was there, I think. And so once I, took care of business, finished college. Well, actually, I started before I finished and even had money. I remember coming out to probably Vegas with $dollars. And I went back with like $75. So, that was pretty good.
It's very good.
That's a win. That's a win.
Yeah, I know. It's really good for females in Vegas. Everything was pretty much like, oh, come on, free. You want dinner, you want lunch. So that was a good trip. But when I really started working and started to get my vacation time, then I really went in and I felt free.
No, that's dope. I mean, I tell people, let your imagination run wild, because it seems as if your imagination was the fuel that you use to fuel your own jet for travel, which is dope.
Yeah.
Which is dope. I like that.
That's my similar story. That's my similar story. Encyclopedia Britannica only had A to K.
Oh, yeah, I had the encyclopedia too.
Yeah, only A to K.
That
so
would really tell that age about the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Stuff,
this is way before
You mean Google?
Way before
know,
Wikipedia.
Right?
You have to borrow K to L to do a book report.
Right?
I didn't have M and N. I couldn't afford it. My mother could afford just not A through K, A and K.
Oh,
Only had two books, Alaska and Kansas.
Oh,
so that's all. The first state you see is Alaska in the A series, and with the K series, first was Kansas. I've been to both states, so it was cool. But I like international travel. International gives me more meat and potatoes, like you said. I like to fly on those 14 hours.
So I haven't
15
did
hours.
the international thing yet. The state Kansas. I haven't done the Kansas yet.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like I haven't done the states well. Like just this year, I probably New York, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Washington, Seattle, which I just went to this year. California, that's it.
That's a lot.
Oh, Illinois, and that's
yeah, a couple of major places. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's still each state is a different experience. So I'm glad you got to see that as well.
Yeah,
because a lot of people are scared to say I travel domestically, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, I myself, I'd like to go to Vegas. I like to go to Florida, Texas. Have a good time. Even New Mexico. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was fortunate. I traveled to a lot of the states, just as Mr. Goon has himself. And, every state definitely has its own culture. And, if I can go back and do it again, which I probably will, because a lot of states that I traveled to, I was a lot younger, late teens, early 20s, And I said
I would probably look at the world different then.
Way differently now. So I'll be able to really appreciate it more and really immerse myself in the local culture. Because back then when you're young, you just stick to the basics. Okay, give me a cheeseburger at McDonald's. I want to go to the club, turn up, get drunk, get high. Hey, I had a great time.
What changed? Nothing really changed for me.
No. I like to also learn about the culture of the people. If I go to a state, I want to know what's so significant about this state. Why is this a landmark location here? What's the significance of it?
Yeah, that's why in my videos, it might bore some people because I like to add a little bit of that into the video. I did one with the Birmingham video, so I added a little of the Black history, the famous 16th Street Church there, and I not just when I go places, I do want to know a little bit like what's their main, crop or culture, what made this city. A lot of times it's a story just behind what made the city, which a lot of people don't realize,
Well, let me ask you this now. How often do you travel back to Mississippi? Do you still have family there or everybody migrated out?
My mother and father both. They're still there because I'm from the woods of Mississippi too. They're out there planting crops and growing and living just fine, hiding from COVID.
So when you say planting, farmers, they're, descendants of sharecroppers?
No, they both were teachers. No, they both were teachers. They're both retired though. So now what they call a garden, I consider a field. They grow, corn, the greens, the cabbage, and tomatoes and okra. It's just a lot of stuff. And my father, he likes to do the ponds where he do the fresh fish like catfish, brim, bass.
Nice.
All those good things. So
nice. Well, speaking of fish now, when you travel around, Has there any country really stuck out with you as far as the food is concerned? Like, wow, if I can go back to this country, I'm going to eat this again. Think about it now. Like Mr. Goon, Goon. He'll say, okay.
Don't let me pressure you.
Yeah, but Goon himself would say, Smalls, remember the KFC we had in Guadeloupe? And he'll be like, okay, what about the KFC we had in Thailand?
Or Iceland.
The KFC in Iceland. He's a KFC head.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a KFC connoisseur.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I sampled KFCs in different countries. That's it.
Yeah, I know. What about Jamaica? You tried that? Because I heard the KFC in Jamaica is like no other.
Now,
I don't do meat.
I've had the KFC in Jamaica, and that's one say that's overrated. The best
really?
KFC,
okay, but you heard
the best KFC
too,
is
right?
in Thailand. People say that,
It's good, but it's not like wow. I had better KFC in Thailand. I had a better KFC in Guadeloupe. It's a few of the countries that I can say the KFC was better seasoned.
See, and first of all, I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. I do a lot of fish and seafood. So when I go places, usually I'm not going to hit a place that I can get in the United States. If I see a McDonald's or Burger King, I'm looking the other way. Like, no, absolutely not. I try to ask around, ask the locals where's the best fish or where's the best seafood. And usually those are the restaurants I'm choosing. And there have been dishes at certain places. I would say,
give it to me. Drum roll, going. Give her a drum roll.
That's why. I think it was a fish I got in Aruba one time. It was this restaurant that was actually just on the beach, and I don't even remember the name, but it started raining and we had to run to the nearest restaurant, and I ordered like a what you call snapper, fried snapper, but the way they did it with the peppers and everything, I'm like, I'm coming back tomorrow. The whole trip, I was like trying to convince everybody, let's go to that beach again, just so I can get to the restaurant, trying to sneak my way back there. But
nice.
Besides that, the second best would have to be Jamaica, the lobster that I waited like 3 hours for. When it came
3 hours?
I felt like it. I was like, I guess they down deep sea diving for it. But it was another little hole in the wall hut though too. We went there and I think they brought it out on a paper plate, matter of fact, but it was so good.
What part of Jamaica?
That was in that one was in not Montego Bay, Ocho Rios is where the fish that was. It's called fish fry. It was that, but they have different areas.
Yeah, fish fry.
That was, oh my goodness, lobster was so good. But as far as Jamaica, favorite, that's the place I probably went through way more than I should have. So I was right there in Florida, so it was always right there. It was always fun.
I'm skipping a jump.
And that's why I'm so jealous.
I love to go different places, but
I'm so jealous of you Floridian people, because the Floridians, they get to tear the Caribbean up as if they're going to just a local beach.
Oh yeah, up and down,
literally.
up and down.
Yeah.
And it's a direct flight too, right?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Quick too. You don't even
very
get to sleep,
quick.
Really. They be like, put your seatbelt on. Okay.
You take off,
put it back
prepare for
on.
landing. You take off, prepare for landing. Especially Jamaica. Jamaica, Cuba is so close to Florida. By the time you take off, you're ready to land.
Yep, just even Haiti. Haiti was always just up and down. And where else I went over that way? Oh, Dominican Republic, up, down,
Nice.
Very quick flights, yeah. That's where I started, I think, too, is the Caribbean traveling. And then I tried to venture out more to the Europe, and I actually hit Africa up for the first time. That was that Morocco and Cairo deal. But
Cairo.
So
that was a shock.
You did Egypt and you did Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's a good trip.
I like your modesty, because I noticed earlier you were very modest about, well, I've been to a couple of countries. There's somebody, one of our listeners, one of our family is listening right now, like, wow, I want to go there. I haven't been there yet.
I know. The beautiful site that I wouldn't mind going, I love Bali. That's my favorite. I tell everybody, if anything I needed to repeat internationally would be Bali. I could do that with the group or solo. That's what I loved about it. Because it's just so peaceful.
Time out 1 second. Goon, are you hearing this?
I'm hearing this. All I heard was solo, and I'm very small to fit into your carry-on luggage if you want to take me. You'll have to go solo.
Look like I would have to meet you, because you be there already.
Somebody been doing their homework on me too much there.
Oh,
Good.
I
Yes,
have a really good memory, and when it comes to traveling, definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
I've been to Bali. Yes, I
Uh-huh.
could definitely meet you in Bali. Any part of Bali, not just not just Ubid or Ubid.
Oh,
We
I
could do
know, right?
somewhere else that's not tourist friendly.
Semiac and
Off the off the beaten path.
Mm-hmm.
Semiac by the airport, down to your left. You have to go down. Rather going east, you have to go down or south.
North. Yeah, with the
North.
birds. Yeah, with the birds are up there. I didn't make it up there one. I did do U-bid, and I did like the southwest and southeast part of it, but
wow.
I didn't do what's that, northwest. I wanted to go up there where they had the birds they claimed that was so nice and beautiful. So there we go.
I tried to hold it in the first time you said the birds. I tried to hold it in. Yes. Yes, we could definitely do Bali again, and I would be your tour guide. I would love to be your tour guide in Bali.
Okay.
Yes,
just
I'll take you to the north.
From me, though.
No, but monkeys are fine. The monkeys are with Mr. Smalls.
I don't run
monkeys are my friends. They're my friends.
Yeah, they're in the shoulder.
Really?
Like don't feed the monkey. Monkey's like this on the shoulder.
Oh, you have to worry about
his back.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
He's not afraid of monkeys. He's not afraid of monkeys.
Okay.
He's not afraid.
Now, that's one thing I don't do too well with.
So now you're trying to say, do you get very adventurous when you travel on these nice trips? You go on like good excursions?
Oh, yes. I definitely have to do something. Whether it's water sports or you do the ATV, the horseback riding, which are the more common ones, or the one that's just like so random, some diving with the sharks or something. Sometimes I just find something to do. Zip lining.
You say shark diving?
I'll do that. Get in the cage, go down. I actually went, but this is a secret. Well, it's not too big of a secret because everybody knows me. I cannot swim. I tell you, I can't swim. So nobody pushed me in the pool. But I stay in the ocean. I stay in the water. Even in DR, we went scuba diving, and they taught us how to do it in a pool. And then they took us out in the ocean and just told us to jump. I jumped, and I was like, hey, it's okay. As long as I have the oxygen right here, I'm good, right? That was my mindset. So I don't know how to swim. I can sink, and I'll live for a little while until this oxygen run out, so we good. But no, I was down there kicking the coral and messing up the fish and everything, but that was fun. Came back to the States, thought I was going to try to do it in Florida. They like, no, ma'am, you don't know how to swim? No, ma'am, can't do it. So I was like, okay. But yeah, I like to definitely do the adventurous stuff.
Would you try bungee jumping?
You know what? I'll do skydiving before I do bungee jumping.
I would try bungee jumping, but I don't mind going like jumping down the first time, but I don't like the part where you come up this way.
The jerk. Oh yeah.
And then you go right back down again. Like I already swallowed my whole entire breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Hitting the ground, I feel like you get like a whiplash and like instantly die. Like when you at the bottom where you hit. There's the
one. I think there's one in Africa where like I think your hair, if you have long hair, it touches the water and shoots back up. Like that's a good one.
Picturing some other things though.
That's a good one. Mr. Smalls can't do it because not because he's not afraid, but because he's too.
No, I don't think so.
Well, a lot of countries
they don't care. They'll let you.
Oh no, they care.
Where? Let me wait. I'll write this down. Where? What country can he go? Because I want to push him off the ledge and see him do it. What country? Can you give me?
I'll figure it out. I'll do my research.
Please,
get back with
I want to write this one down because every time he says, "I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm too heavy. I'm too heavy."
You've been with me. I was gonna go cliff gliding. They was like, "Yeah, you too big. Too many kilograms."
Where was that?
That was in South Africa.
Oh, yeah. See, they try to be too westernized there. You gotta
find a place that he can actually make the attempt.
Yeah.
We gotta find a country. I thought you had one.
Don't
write
do it
down.
If they say don't do it, don't do it. It's not safe. Be safe.
They're saying that he's the only.
Because I don't trust that international insurance they sell us. So.
What insurance?
What insurance?
What insurance? Yeah, there's no insurance.
You have to get insurance.
You just pay your money. You sign that paper, and they say 3, 2. You jump on 2. You jump on 2. You don't jump on 1.
We live on the edge, man.
You jump on 2. If you jump on 1, you're never gonna jump. Travel insurance for what?
We live on the edge.
Yeah. Because if you pay insurance and nothing happens to you, there's no refund.
Somebody got real quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, it's expensive to get back over here. If you in a case of emergency, they pay for you to get back over here in case of.
Do you rent cars?
Yes.
Okay. How many cars have you rented in the past 10 years?
I can't even count.
A
lot.
Okay. Every car you had to put insurance on the car, right?
I don't always.
But most of the time,
sometimes I
you put
use my
insurance.
insurance. Sometimes I do their insurance, and then sometimes I'd be like, no, I use my own insurance.
The times you use their insurance, have you ever got into an accident?
But that's the whole principle of insurance, just in case. You pay for a peace of mind.
Have you got into an accident?
No.
Okay. Did they give you any refund back? Like even $1 back, $1 back?
But I pay for a peace of mind. I can't get a refund on peace of mind.
So when you jump off that bridge, you just paying for that peace of mind is bigger than the insurance. You jump in to be free. You jump to be free.
This is
free your inhibitions.
Okay.
That's what you jump for. So let's all go bungee jumping.
See, I done messed up though. Because I've been getting it, I better go ahead and keep getting it. You guys can keep not getting it. But the time I don't get it.
I'll put you down for one bungee jumping in Bali.
Okay.
I got you one bungee jumping for you. Mr. Smalls, waiting for you to lose at least 20 to 30 kilos. Make it 40. 40 kilos, just in case. It doesn't snap back up.
He has no interest in what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
Yeah. I got you down for bungee jumping.
Keep waiting.
We're gonna do it in Bali. Bali has bungee jumping. It has everything in Bali.
Oh yeah. I was doing the little lightweight stuff. I was doing the swings.
Oh, did you get the
flying dress?
The flying dress?
My dress didn't fly that much. It flew a little bit. It wasn't like the big, long, flowy ones that you see on Instagram, but it had a little tail to it. Because most of my pictures, they're on Instagram. I had a little tail, little white dress.
Yeah, Small's dress was flying really long. It was
really
long. Yeah, it was long. He had a long. He was dragging it. He was dragging it.
I apologize. For this guy.
Those dresses you rent. Those dresses you rent. You rent those dresses. So
I know. Because that's why when we were in Greece, we looked into that because in Greece they have the pretty white buildings in the water, blue contrast, and people get out there with those yellow red dresses.
In Santorini?
Yes, in Santorini we was there, so we was like, oh, let's do that. It was 2 other girls went with me on that trip. It was I think December of last year. So
wow. I'm just curious because you told us you told us that you only did the seven countries, and I already wrote down 12 just now off the top of my head. You meant 7 countries in a year or in a month or in a lifetime? I'm confused because you told us 7 in the beginning.
I that number before this conversation so I can give you the direct
but we like to keep it organic and natural.
We don't want to. You said 7.
Yeah, we don't want to write these questions down in advance.
Yeah, Cairo, Morocco,
Greece, Egypt,
Bali,
Aruba, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Haiti.
Yeah, I'm confused. Are you holding back from? Which one? The CIA?
No.
I'm gonna give you the question that they always tell me. Ready, Smalls? Let me guess. You're a flight attendant, aren't you?
I wish. I'm thinking about signing up to do that now. I'm trying to.
You gotta be a flight attendant.
If this COVID stuff didn't happen, I was thinking about that. Maybe seasonal or something.
Seasonal.
So I heard they can get some.
If I was a flight attendant, I would never go to work. I'll call sick every day and be flying. I'll get my schedule and I'm like, you know what? I can't make it today. I'm not feeling good. I'm in Jamaica. Yeah, man.
It's safe to say the airlines will never hire you ever.
Yeah, they're never gonna hire me. Because I'm gonna tell them too. Like, why you want to work here for? To fly for free.
I know,
what you gonna do your day off? Fly. We can do after work. Fly. We can do before work. Fly.
Go somewhere. Living out of a suitcase, huh?
And I hope I can't make it to work the next day because I didn't get on my plane. I'm hoping they bump me off.
Can't leave the whole crew hanging like that. They need to.
I hope they bump me off. If I'm a flight attendant, I always be missing. Paging, Mr. Goon, paging Mr. Goon, paging Mr. Goon.
You'll be the reason the flight can't take off.
Plane. Yeah, the plane can't take off because they're one crew member short. Every time. Yeah, they shouldn't hire me. Don't tell Delta and American. I'm not a good fit for them.
That might be a good retirement job now that I'm thinking about it.
Retirement?
Yeah, retirement job, seasonal flight attendant.
That'd be dope.
They have some old ones now. Back in the day, you used to just do the little young, pretty ones. Now they got everything.
Some old ones? If you had a choice, if you had a choice to go somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. like I love this question because it always gives different answers. If you had a choice to go anywhere, right, within right now today, 1 hour, right, free ticket anywhere in the world, and when you get there, you can shop. Just grab your passport, lock your door and your key, and leave right now to the airport.
And I can shop when I get there?
Shop when you get there. What country?
On somebody else's expense?
Yeah, somebody else's expense. Where would you
Mulan.
go? Jeez, you didn't even give me a chance to pay to add some more enticing features.
Those few little details.
Milan?
I'm there, and so I can shop and somebody else's expense. That's all I need. Yeah.
Milan's for you. Milan. Okay.
Why? What about you?
You're interviewing me?
I'm just curious to know what.
I'm so nervous.
Go shopping.
Oh my God, I'm so shy. You got me. Well, Oprah, I would like to go. It's Oprah's money, right? Oprah. I would like to go to. I would say Phuket, Thailand.
Phuket.
Yeah.
And shop.
Phuket.
Oh, you gonna get a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
You just all I wear flip flops all day. You can buy
yeah, I wear flip flops. All I wear is flip flops all day. Live on tank tops. Come, buy.
Oh,
but they don't have my size. Everything is small, extra small, and extra small. Oh. They start at medium and go down. They don't go up in sizes. It's very
don't.
Yeah. They're very short and small people in Thailand.
I didn't notice it. I saw some tall lady boys.
Yeah, they're from Malaysia. They just live in Thailand.
Oh, they're not. Yeah.
But
okay.
That's what I heard. You hear that from me.
I saw. I didn't notice. Like.
Yeah. Only thing big in Thailand is elephants.
Oh, Thai no, and I love that. That's small. My favorite. That's my favorite animal. That's where I have the most pictures playing with the elephants in Thailand. Yeah, I love them.
Nice.
They love me too so far.
I like the tigers and the elephants. They love me too.
I did go to Tiger Kingdom in Thailand, and
you did.
I managed to make it out alive. Yes.
Yeah, I live about maybe 10 minutes from Tiger Kingdom. 10 minutes. Yeah, I live on the east. I live in Yeah, not that far away. That's crazy.
I did. Now that's the only country I did get sick in too, though.
I'm sorry.
Now, I don't know if Bali did it or Thailand did it, but it was in between those.
Bali did it.
They said the Bali belly, whatever. But
yeah,
all I know, it hit me in Thailand where it was horrible. I'm actually in the medical field, not a flight attendant, but I'm in the medical field, and I wanted to start my own IV, and I was like, okay, 3 more minutes, we're gonna have to find a Thailand hospital. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
You won't go to Thailand hospital.
Hey, listen, I would have did the work. I was like, listen, just hand me the needle, I'll tell you what I need. Just give me my antibiotics, put some IVs up to me. Don't touch that. Let me do that. I would have did the work, but I was 2 minutes away from like, okay, we're gonna have to find it. First country ever. And I was being careful. I think where I slipped up, possibly, and the reason I thought it was Thailand, because I got a drink off the street with the ice. That's the only thing I could think of later.
Yeah, I apologize, because everything Thailand is my fault. So I apologize on behalf of my country, with behalf of my king and queen. If you come back, we'll give you some better ice. I promise you.
Okay, I think it was the ice. But
once you leave Tiger Kingdom and make a right and go down that street, keep going straight to towards the beach. I live on that same road.
Yeah.
So pull up. Got some ice for you.
Okay. I know. I was not gonna lose my trip though. The first day I was down, but then the second day I was at Tiger Kingdom, rubbing the tigers, about to die at the same time. I was like, that's probably why tigers ain't gonna bite me. They know they're like, that girl sick. Don't bite her.
Yeah, she got sick meat.
That's a true trooper. That's how you keep a trip going on. That's how you keep a trip. I'm proud of you for that.
I'm a trooper.
You didn't tap out.
No, I don't even like sleeping on vacation. I don't like it. No.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. We're gonna have to get you on the show again because you like so similar to us, and this is why we try to find peers and not followers or people that we don't find people like-minded people that do the same thing we do. And you're sounding just like a female me. just like way better skin. You know what I'm saying? You're glowing.
No.
I got exfoliate tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely Mr. Smalls. I know you noticed. You mentioned earlier the culture. That's what I like to do too. A lot of times we go to places and I stay in the tourist area, but then I always like to venture out to like the cultural part of The
nice.
real. It's different,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
It's not the same as what you see when you get off the plane and go to the resort. It's a whole nother feel. People are usually nicer too, I feel like.
Yeah, because they don't get the heavy influx of tourists, which half of the tourists are rude and half of the tourists are kind of disrespecting their culture, and it's more organic and natural, which is dope. Extremely.
Yeah. And speaking of culture, I think one of the cultures at Cairo, I didn't enjoy that area that much when it came to the culture, I must say. I felt that man macho vibe going around, like, why are you speaking, woman? It's
some
what
countries
we
are like
kind
that.
Of, sort of.
No. Like, some countries you would be seen and not heard. This is correct.
Yeah. And which I respect because I'm like, I'm in somebody else's country. So, okay, I'm going to try to keep my mouth closed as much as I can.
Well, it's the culture.
Exactly. But I can see they was like, what? Now, Bali, on the other hand, oh my God, they so friendly, so nice, so kind, and it was ridiculous. It was a funny story because I had a taxi driver that pretty much took me all over the whole day. I paid like $30 for a whole day, which I tipped him more than he charged me because I'm like, this is ridiculous. You've been with me all day. You go to the beach, sit there and wait, come back, he's still there. Go to a restaurant, he sit there and wait, come back, he's still there. Took me from like one end to the next end, still there all day from sun up to sundown. Very nice guy. But a couple of occasions, I was like, oh, let me hide the bags. I was purchasing things. I'm like, let me hide this. He was like, oh, no, nobody will do anything. People believe in karma here. And I'm like, you should, But after a while, I did get a little comfortable and nothing happened, knock on wood. But nice. I felt that vibe that people would not really try to teach you and beat you as much there compared to some places where, they're about to hustle. Time you get off the airport, it's like, here, come here.
Gotcha.
Which can be so annoying.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of annoying, this podcast today was far from annoying. This was a wonderful meeting of great minds.
Top 5.
And like I said, I want to say first and foremost, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to Miss Michelle Wilkes for tuning in and letting us pick her brain on some of her wonderful journeys of life. Round of applause real quick, please.
I get that button. I hit the button and you do it. Look at you. Couple calm.
Thank you.
And, like I said, to all our listeners out there, we appreciate you guys. You guys are the fuel that keeps our travel dreams alive. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be traveling anymore. It'd be over. But, we thank you guys. And like I said, guys, you know where to find us at. Instagram, Facebook, the Lifestyle Brothers, Twitter, same thing. Be sure to go to our YouTube channel. You can see this amazing interview and a whole bunch more. And that's The Lifestyle Brothers. Yes, write it down. The Lifestyle Brothers on YouTube.
Wait.
Yes, The Lifestyle Brothers. Very simple. The Lifestyle Brothers. On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes, YouTube.
Instagram
and Twitter.
Yeah, wow. You know what, Michelle, we're going to talk off record. I might be able to work into the show.
Okay.
And of course,
definitely.
And to find out everything else that we've been doing into its totality, be sure to go to www.thelifestylebrothers.com.